Breakups detail a lot of our lives. Sometimes someone telling the story about how or why they broke up can inspire us to do better. Today's episode of the Art of Storytelling, we look at Main Source, looking at the front door on Heritage Hip Hop. In 1989, a group came out that came from Canada and New York to change the landscape of production and song quality in hip hop. Main Source, which is composed of The Large Professor, shout out to Extra P, K Cut, and Sir Scratch, came together to form the group Main Source, right? And Main Source's first single was called Think. A lot of people may or may not have caught it, but they changed the game when they dropped one of the best story rhymes of all time, Looking at the Front Door. That song came out in 1990, and that song still resonates today because a lot of people hear the stories of people falling in love, but a lot of people never really tell the story about falling out of love and ending relationships. And this one was told from the male point of view. Large Professor in this rhyme tells a story about how he fell for this girl, but this girl seems to be acting real funny to him, and he's taking off and leaving. He's not staying there for that. In today's world, we have a lot of people looking for love. People are looking to connect with people. We have internet online relationships. We have people falling in love with damn near almost anybody nowadays. And we have people attacking relationships as well. You have people who are talking about passport bros and things like that because people are looking for love. In this story, Large Professor details things that made him not want to stay with his female, and one of them was disrespect. And one thing a lot of men won't tolerate, that any man shouldn't, is disrespect. And one thing he said in the song that really hit home was when he said, "You treat me like a burnt piece of bacon." Now, anybody who knows anything about some breakfast, you like bacon. That extra burnt piece is not the piece that you want. That's the one that you leave and you cast off to the side. That's something that you don't want to eat. But he said other things that was pivotal in that song. He talked about how the girl spoke proper, but his speech was from a garbage can, telling you about the different dynamics of what comes to relationships, opposites attracting and things like that. That sometimes the woman can hold herself, or the man that you're with can hold themselves at a certain level that is, they think they're above you. And they'll try to hold it over you. Somebody be with you in secret, but to the world, they don't want to represent you. But one thing he said in the song was how when her friends come around, she starts to act funny. She starts talking all different. She starts being argumentative, and there's no peace there. And he said, "Yo, I can't take it anymore. I'm looking at the front door." The sample of that song is very interesting because they use the Detroit Emeralds, "You're Getting a Little Too Smart." They also used the Pazant Brothers, "Chicka Boom," and Donald Byrd, "Think Twice." The mark of great production is using multiple sounds to create a narrative within the beat. And then the beat's leery, very up pace, and the voice, it just brings you back to what it would sound like, a bluesy type of old song. You know what I'm saying? This song demonstrates what a man goes through when he's unhappy in a relationship. One part of the song that really, really, really just gets to me is when he says, we fight every night, and that's not kosher. I reminisce and bliss with the time we were closer. Every time you in a relationship and you argue with somebody, your peace is being destroyed. And the Bible says that it's better for a man to live on a roof than to share a home with an arguing, noisy, loud woman. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, ladies. I don't know if you really like this or don't, but your power comes from what you say and how you say it. And you can say something that would turn a man completely off, and y'all could both have strife in y'all relationships. There's nothing like having the person that you commit to piss you off day by day. And that's what makes this song so interesting, is we don't get the typical love story of I met my girl, I love my girl, I'm in love with my girl. It was I met my girl, I fell for my girl, I love my girl, but damn, I wonder, with all this argument and all this stuff that we going through, is it better for me to leave than to stay with my girl? In this song, Large Professor talks about how When you're in public with your lady, everything is good. But when you're in private, the disrespect, especially disrespect, make you want to get the hell up out of there. And you always want what's best for your relationship, but if someone's bugging out, you gotta go. He details being in a relationship for 2 years and having to walk away because he can't take his girl's mouth, or the fact that she's just getting on his nerves and she's two-faced. She's in the public, they love each other, but in private, she just gives him the business. He says that you want me to play the stuck-up rapper role, but that's not me. You want me to be this, but that's not me. I want to be myself. All the argument is coming to a head. One thing I would tell you, love stories are some of the most captivating stories ever told, because we like to see what happens when people meet. You have people out now with pop the balloon shows where people are trying to find love in relationships, and they're popping balloons based on how people look, how they talk, how they dress, and people aren't getting a chance to get to know each other. I just saw a recent pop the balloon show where somebody got engaged from somebody he met on the show, which means love does exist. And one thing about Black love, I love to see our people, especially in hip hop, I love to see our people get together and stay together to build families, to build morality and build relationships. But sometimes we do get in our life's journey, we're going to meet people that we like or love who's going to break our hearts or even test us to show us who we are and what we will and will not put up with. And one thing I can say about this group, Main Source not only has made great music, but they made statement music. Besides this song, you have the story of, or the song that's about baseball, some metaphor. The friendly game of baseball was about police brutality and used baseball as the metaphor. If you've seen White Man Can't Jump, you know Faking the Funk, classic hip hop song. But this song resonates with, will resonate forever, because relationships are something that people will always want. Everybody wants to relate. Everybody wants to have somebody that they're tight with. Everybody wants someone that they can confide in, have children, be a family, and just have someone who's there that's right for them. Some people call it twin flames. Some people call it soulmates. And we all want somebody to be with us. Everybody wants to have someone who will hug them, hold them, not even always about sex, but someone who has your back and someone who is loyal to them. But what do you do when somebody's not loyal to you? And what do you do when someone's not meeting the expectations? This song tells you from a male's point of view, a man's point of view, what happens when you feel betrayed in your relationship and now it's time to go. Looking at the Front Door debuted in 1990 from the debut album Breaking Atoms by Main Source. This album also featured a young Nas and Akinyele on the classic song Live at the Barbecue. So let me ask you a question. Is Main Source, Looking at the Front Door, the best hip hop story ever told? I don't know. Leave your comments and let me know. And let me know what else you would like to see done on the art of storytelling. Before we get out of here, I like to say this is a new series. I like doing it. Subscribe to Heritage Hip Hop so you don't miss anything. Follow Heritage Hip Hop on all social media. Follow Heritage Hip Hop everywhere. You know, and we're going to continue these conversations and more. Look for new videos, new commentaries. Be sure you hit the like button, comment, and share. And, you know, hit the Cash App if you like what you see. And we'll continue to build on these things and these topics. Once again, this is Karev at Heritage Hip Hop saying thank you for watching. Check out our other videos, the Art of Storytelling episode 2 with Slick Rick and Biggie Smalls, and get some of them collectibles that's in the descriptions as well. Check out heritagehiphop.com for merch, and without a doubt, always respect hip hop culture. It was a pleasure talking to y'all one more time. Thank you for your time. Love the music. Peace. And I'm out.
Real hip hop. Real hip hop. We here. Real